What is up, guys, and welcome to the top 5 things I wanted in Heart of Thorns but didn't get. Oh, you're wondering what's in the background here, right? Oh, it's my elliptical, right? That's what's bothering you. Yeah, man, I do some exercising. So, in no particular order, number 5 is SAB. SAB. Probably number 4 will be SAB. Probably number 3 will be SAB. Probably not. No, this is not an April Fool's video. Super Adventure Box. I have been wanting this for a while. I've been wanting the return of it. Yes, I know some people don't really get the I don't know, the vibe of it, the pull that a lot of us have of it. It's one of those things where it's a little bit of nostalgia. It's a little bit of, wow, how is this in an MMO? It's a little bit of the creativity of it that makes us like it so much. And there's an airplane in the background. Now, of course, yes, it's coming back before you guys go crazy, but it's still not like integrated. I was hoping that it would be a part of Heart of Thorns, a part of this whole thing where they're bringing back a lot of stuff that people wanted way back in the day, like the scavenger hunt and everything like that, and packing it into one juicy expansion. But it wasn't really a part of that. I really wanted it to be this permanent thing. A lot of people think if Super Adventure Box is permanent, then it's gonna lose its lore, it's gonna lose its value, it's gonna lose its sexiness. But I don't think so. I mean, everything is gonna lose its, I don't know, drive after a while. After you've played it, you just kind of get used to it. It's just like when you buy a game, you play it and all of a sudden it's very familiar to you and you just kind of move on to something else, or you stay with it for a very long time, or you go back to it when you want a skin, which is what Super Adventure Box could be. You know, every once in a while they add more stuff. It shouldn't be anything different than the living story or anything like that. When the Clock Tower comes out, who still plays the Clock Tower? Like, seriously. All right, you played it for the last 2 years. I'm talking about people who have been here from the beginning. You played it for the last 2 years. You know the Clock Tower, all right? It's pretty much easy at this point. It's not gonna take you 6 hours like it did the first time. It didn't take me 6 hours the first time. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Number 4. I wanted a new race. Of course I want a new race. Now, it was said, just in case you guys need catching up, that they picked a new class over a new race because they felt like it would add more to the game. That's what Colin Joel Handsome said. I agree with it. I definitely agree with it. I just feel like I would have loved the new race as well, you know? But of course they don't want to tack it on, and maybe they didn't have enough time. That's probably what happened, to be honest. And but I want it, all right? This is not about that. It's about, you know, me. This is a very opinion-based, I want video. You know what I'm saying? Here, we throw logic out the window. I wanted some sexy bird Tengu. I wanted some big, muscular Kodan. Oh my gosh. I wanted me some Skrit. Now, hear me out now. Hear me out. What if you have 5 Skrit in a party, just like when you have 5 Rangers in a party and they all use the horn skill and the wolf comes out? Yeah, what if 5 Skrit was in a party and they use a skill and they get no, they don't even need to use a skill. They all crowd up together in a stacking position and they get 25 stacks of might. I think that's okay. That's balanced. That would encourage stacking and it would be lore based. All right, this is what happens. I don't know if it, is equal to 25 stacks of might, but you know what I'm saying? Who cares? It's OP. OP is fun. Woo! No, but seriously though, Skrit, I definitely agree with you guys. A lot of you guys in the comment section of the noob lore said you guys wanted that as a new race, and I'm like, yeah, I would love to see a Skrit like wave around a nice great sword or anything, pretty much. Man, a Skrit thief. Can you imagine how crazy it would look with 2 incinerators? I mean, anything looks good with 2 incinerators, but can you imagine a rat two incinerators. This is the equivalent of seeing Mickey Mouse with 2 keyblades, man. Number 3, new weapons, man. Of course, you know what's gonna be on this list, baby. Double shields, pole arms, scythes, double-bladed staff, okay, with a lightsaber skin. You know what I'm talking about? Wow. Number 2, raiding. Now, not just like raiding. I just call it raiding because that's what, I don't know, that's the idea of everyone has, is they call it raiding, and they have different ideas of what they want in this little section that they call raiding. For me, I don't want it to be open world boss fights. I feel like there's too many factors in it. There's lag, of course, skill lag, all that type of craziness in the open world, randoms coming in, messing up certain like phases and stuff like that. It's just a mess to coordinate. Now, what I want is dungeons that are over 5 people. I mean, it could be 10 man, it could be 15, whatever they seem, whatever, you know, they're testing it out. Whatever is balanced, you know, just more than 5 man. Nowadays, you barely find people to do dungeons with, right? Like, it's like, even in your own guild, you'd be like, dang, yo, homie, do a dungeon. You gotta like bribe him. Like, anyways, I want a dungeon more than 5 man that doesn't encourage stacking. I want something that involves a moving party, skill-based combat. You're constantly moving away from telegraphs. You're using combo fields. You're using team builds. If they could land that with some nice boss battles, it would be amazing. Because what gets you playing a game? Not the story. I mean, what gets you playing the game after you beat it? All right, after you beat it. Everyone beats games. All right, everyone does that. But after you beat the game, regardless of what it is, I don't know, if it's meant to have a replayability factor, the gameplay, and if they could just land the gameplay on the boss fights and what you get from them, and just that, the feeling of overcoming the challenge, not too hard, you know, but definitely not too easy. I know it's just words, you know, and this is like the only serious one I even have on this damn list. But I would love this. I would love this because I do like doing dungeons from the old days. Oh my gosh, the old days. Number 1, I want the casual pack. This is what I call the casual pack, okay? You got your fishing, you got your mounts, you got your housing, you got your farming, you got your dueling. Yeah, I'm looking out for you guys who actually want dueling. I know there's only like 2 of you guys out there, but it's okay. What's up, brah? Dueling club. Yeah, the casual pack is what glues everything together. You got your raiding, you got your World v World, you got your PvP, you got your PvE, you got all those cosmetics and everything, which is pretty much casual as well. But then you need that foundation to just glue all that upon, right? All that upon. Not, instead of, I don't know, what's a good example? A lot of people AFK in Lion's Arch, all right? It's like a mini meme, all right? AFK in Lion's Arch. What if there was a holing, what about instead of the Mystic Forge, there was just a little hole, right? With a little pool with little fishies in it. And then you could just fish. It's a social interaction, man. Just the other day we were talking about MapleStory and how they had train rides. What happened on those train rides? We talked to them, talked to everyone, okay? Sometimes you'll be on that with one other person. On that train ride with one other person, you will talk to them. For people who don't understand, you had mandatory train rides in MapleStory that would take about like 5 minutes to get from one place to the other. And you were literally just riding the train. And there were boats and all this other stuff. And people will just talk to each other. Just talk to each other. That doesn't happen anymore. You know, you see someone fishing, you be like, oh snap. Oh, this is a big one. Goldfish. He pulled out like, you know, like what if he pulled out a Dawn, you know, a precursor. It's like, oh snap, that was left in the crevice of the mystic toilet. He like yanked it out with his fishing pole. Dude, that's a good idea. Yo, get on that. Get on that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's just a fun video, you know. You guys leave me your 5 choices of what you wanted in Heart of Thorns. I know a lot of you guys have different things that you want from MMOs. I mean, we've come from many MMOs. I know a lot of you guys have, like, this is pretty much your first MMO, and it's a lot of first people's MMOs, but I've been around the block, and you know, you tend to miss a certain amount of stuff. But Guild Wars 2 does help a lot of the old tradition being changed, like mob tagging and all that, which is why, of course, we all play it. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And stay visual!